Hey everybody, Buck Buckminster over here with Dina at the wine and beer making store off Westport Road in Westport Plaza. Dina, good to meet you.
I'm glad to meet you too.
Okay, today we're going to learn about wine and beer making a little bit, right?
A little bit, yes.
Right, and behind me you have grains and so forth that we need for making a good beer.
Yes.
Okay, and you can help me from start to finish if I wanted to make my own beer or wine, from deciding how I wanted to brew, what I wanted to brew, right up through the bottle, and then I imagine you would help me drink it, right?
Maybe.
Maybe.
If it's this one that I like.
Okay.
This grain that you see behind here is really special. It's called specialty grain because they are used in the beer to give different things like aroma, heading, flavor, color. It does those kind of things. This grain. Mm-hmm. The main grain to make the beer is really here in bulk. This grain here is what they use when they make beer from scratch. They use this grain. That one, like I said, they added to this grain to produce the beer. But we have another system to make beer. You can make it out of extract. That is more for the beginner. For the people that are more advanced, then they go all grain. Because it's more work to do, it's more, more advanced. See, this is the beautiful, look at that beautiful grain. And they use this for the base. And they have to convert this grain into sugar before they make the beer.
All
Those
right.
are all kits.
Yeah.
And they have all the ingredients to make 5 gallons of beer.
Okay.
But it's not that grain over there that I just showed you.
Uh-huh.
It's got some grain in there, but it's some of that, the specialty.
Okay.
But the main ingredients in this is malt already prepared for you.
Oh, I see. Okay.
See that?
Yes, you're right.
So they use this malt, dry malt, and a few grain,
Okay.
and hops, and all those things.
Gotcha.
So, if you want to make a batch, which one you think you like, a stout?
Mm-hmm. I love stout.
So what you do with this, you've got all the stuff in there to produce, to make.
Gotcha.
See all that beautiful
Oh,
stuff?
I've even got bottle caps.
They got everything.
Wow. I just
Got
buy the bottles
malt.
from you.
See that specialty grain?
Okay.
And they got different hops. All
Nice.
kinds of nice.
How many bottles of beer will I get out of that? Is that about 50?
About 50, 50,
Okay.
54,
50 bottles of beer on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, this will give the color to the beer and everything. That's crystal malt.
So that's going to be a nice dark beer.
Oh yes, yes. See, they still use light malt, but this will bring the color out. And some people love hops. And the hops, you can do a lot of things with hops. One thing, you'd make it hoppy, bitter.
Uh-huh.
People love that. Or you can add some and boil it a certain amount of time and give the aroma, and then you add some at the end, it will give flavor. So you can use 3 different hops in different boiling time.
Okay. You know what to do to how to make the beer that I want, don't you?
I could make it, yes.
I mean, you could tell me, follow your directions, follow what I get in the kit, and I can come up with probably a beer that, for me, that I really, really like.
Yes, I sell juices because for me they're easy to do and they work.
Right.
They work every time.
Okay.
And we got some from California. All of this brand here are all California juices. And they produce 6 gallons, and that's 30 bottles.
Okay.
Then we got some from other places, like that brand right there. They come from wherever the world they sell. Like this is Australian, German, and on and on. They produce 6 gallons of wine, and the only thing you have to add in addition to that kit is water, because everything else is in there.
Only thing you have to add is water.
Is water, but wait a minute, you still got work to do.
Right.
You're not just going to do like Kool-Aid. You got to go through the process like I'm doing over there.
Okay, we're going to go look at that here in a minute.
Yeah, you're gonna start out, start fermenting, and then let the fermentation finish. Then you got to rack it to clean it out.
Right.
Then you got to rack it again. So you got a few things to do.
Yes,
this is kits. If you want to talk about kits,
Okay,
this is
kits.
how I get a person starting. Being that they're beginning, they don't know what they need, so I tell them, I show you a kit, and the kit have all the equipment to make the wine.
I see.
And then they pick the juice. Same thing with beer. Here's the beer kit. Mm-hmm. And they come in, they say, I never made beer, never made wine, can you tell me? So I start out with the kit.
There you go.
And that way they don't overbuy or underbuy.
Right. So I can literally
That's
get
English.
started making some good beer or good wine for less than $200. That includes buying all the ingredients.
Yeah, this one does.
Right.
This have everything, including the ingredient.
Right.
This one you have to add the juice to it.
Right.
Because I don't know what they want. So.
Right. Yeah. How long does it take?
Let's say a couple months. Beer is quicker, but by the time you make it and age it, it's almost 2 months even on beer.
Gotcha.
Because beer, you bottle it, but it's flat, so you have to wait until it carbonate, and it takes approximately 2 weeks to 3 weeks to carbonate. So we're talking about a month and a half maybe for
Gotcha.
beer.
Okay.
But wine at least 2 months.
Gotcha.
Even though the book said 28 days. Don't go by that.
If I choose to make myself some wine, you're gonna give me everything I need. Plus, you've got all this experience and years of experience and advice to help me through the process. So it should be no problem.
That's correct.
No,
I'm
no
not-
questions. I'm gonna have some great wine or beer when I'm done, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm here enough that I pretty much know if somebody called me with a little problem, I can help them.
Let's
out.
go look at some wine presses. What do you say?
Yeah. And you crush the grapes, then you start the wine. If it's a red wine, you should crush it first, then put it into a container to start fermenting. Then after a few days, like 5 or 7 days, you go through the press and press the juice out. The reason you want to leave the grapes in there to give them color, the tannin, the good stuff. Now for the white wine can be done either way. You can get the juice and then ferment only the juice if you want to. But for the red wine, you want to get that skin to stay in there for a while to give all the good stuff, like especially the color and the tannin and all that.
So we're kind of getting to the end of the process, because if this is a corker, I'm ready to start bottling my wine.
That's
Of course,
correct.
you've got a wonderful selection of corks over here. So
Yeah.
the wine is taken from the jug as you showed us in the back.
Sterilize my bottle by using sodium metabisulfite. I soak my cork a little bit, like maybe 15 or 20 minutes anymore. We don't soak it too long.
Okay.
And then I use one of this corker. Now we have hand type too. It depends what people
Oh, yeah,
want.
I see that,
Like
okay.
this, I have one of this that I had it for 30 years almost.
Yeah.
And it's
Put your bottle in there.
Italian corker. So the way it works, first you push it down and you feel the tip of this right here. So then you put your bottle like this. See? Put your cork in there and you push it down and that's it.
Wow.
Push it down,
And there we go. It's in
and
there.
it should be flat.
So Dina, you made this wine.
Yes.
Okay.
Chin chin.
Chin chin.
And
Here's to making your own wine and beer.
that's correct. And Viva.
Viva. Salute.
Salute.